Hi everyone, good evening and welcome to today's event, which is the Vision Board Night. And basically, this night is meant to help you set out your goals for the year and kind of also speak to our guest, Esther Anna. Sorry, Esther. I'm sorry, I might just ruin that name. Esther Anagu. Please, did I pronounce that correctly? And oh, you say I'm muted. I'm unmuted now and speaking. So please just oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Thumbs up. Perfect. So we have Esther Anago here tonight with us to oh to come speak to us about setting setting up your career goals and also mapping out what the year should kind of intake. So before we go into that, I'm just going to give a brief introduction into some of the things that we hope to get out of tonight. So, one of those things is gain clarity on your personal and career goals, create a clear vision board for the year, break goals into actionable steps, identify personal insights, navigate challenges in your data journey this year. This is 2026. This is January. It's the beginning of the year. I think it's the time where you reflect on past years and try to map out what the future would look like. I in my career, I moved from being a geoscientist, which has to do with like mapping the earth and stuff like that. And one of the common phrase in that is the past is a good indicator of the future. So how does that um, relate to what we're trying to do tonight? So if you can sit down and actually look back at some of the steps that you've been taking before today, before this year, before this month, you can actually map out a couple of things that are working for you, a couple of things that are not working for you, and then you can try to realign yourself into getting to whatever goal that you set for yourself. And one thing that I often notice with people when they try to set goals for themselves is sometimes people set unrealistic goals for themselves, which is not very helpful. If your room is very untidy, the living room is untidy, the bedroom is untidy, the kitchen, the toilet, and everywhere, I think one of the best things to do is to say, I'm picking the living room for a couple of hours, even a day. Like, even if you pick the living room and say you are going to tidy the living room in a day and leave the rest for another day, so long as you are able to successfully tackle that living room, I guarantee you, you will carry that success along to the kitchen, to the toilet, to the bedroom. And in data science, you would sit down with code, and sometimes code can mess you up. You get bugs that you don't know what the problem is, even with ChatGPT and all the other AI tools. So, one of the things is for you to actually dedicate a time and say, oh, for today, I'm going to set this 1 hour. I'm going to sit with this code. I'm going to battle it and I'm going to face it. And more often than not, that 1 hour you would spend more than it. That's just the beauty in coding. You get lost in it. It's like music. At least for me, that's what I feel like. But I'm not the host for I'm not the guest for tonight. I'm not uh going to try to take up the space which the guests should take up. So I'll be introducing our guest now. So Esther Anagu is our speaker for tonight. She's a data scientist and an ML engineer. Esther Anagu uh, has experience building data-driven and ML solutions in the finance industry. She's also an author, educator, and community builder, passionate about helping beginners and career switchers grow confidently in data through practical learning, mentorship, and mindset clarity. Through her work, she has supported and inspired thousands of aspiring data professionals across Africa and beyond. Wow, just reading this intro to our speaker tonight is it's making me want to do more already. I there's so many things that we could actually put into our introduction tonight that we didn't put, but just so we don't take up the whole space. But she's very versatile. She's someone that you want to work with. If you are able to get her to mentor you after tonight, like you are a lucky person. You literally hit the jackpot with that. So I've been speaking for a while now, and I can see someone is saying, "Is someone speaking?" Yes, I'm speaking. Please, can anyone hear me? Just, just so I've not been saying nonsense to myself since. Please, just let me know if you could hear me.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay, perfect, perfect, perfect. So in that light, I would allow Esther to also introduce herself, say a couple of things, and then we can kick off the event for tonight. So please, Esther, you have the floor.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. Please confirm you can hear me clearly before
Yes,
I
we can.
proceed.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so for a short period of time, I would like to turn on my camera so that you will see who is speaking. Please confirm you can see me as well.
Yes, we can, and we would appreciate it if we can also extend that short period of time to a long period of time. We don't mind at all. We are happy to.
Okay. Thank you so much for having me here. I don't want to pronounce your name wrongly, so on that I'm trying to check the name again. Am I correct? Fuja, right?
Yes, that's it, Fuja Akim.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so thank you so much, Fuja, for the introduction, and thank you to the entire Data Living community for having me here tonight. It's an honor to be here with every one of you today. And so before I'm Esther. Okay, so let me just give a short intro. I'm Esther Anabu, and I'm a data scientist. I really don't want to talk much because you've already done the intro already. So I'm a data scientist in one of the reputable banks in Nigeria. And so before I start anything, I would like to tell a short story about myself. Let me see. Am I still audible, please?
We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, that's great. Okay, so it was in 2020, I decided on my own to do my NYSC. So for those that don't know what NYSC is all about, for those that don't know what NYSC is about, because I'm sure we have different people from different countries. I'm not sure we have just Nigerians here. We have people from Fuja, from the name Fuja. So I don't think the person is a Nigerian. Are you a Nigerian? No.
I am a proud and
You're not a Nigerian, right?
I am Nigerian. I am a
Oh,
Lagosian.
really? Oh,
Yes.
okay. Okay. All right. So still I don't want to assume, right? I don't know what is it. Okay, so Peter had already said he's a Tanzanian, so that's okay. Okay, I can see a Ghanaian here too. Okay, so NYSC is a compulsory 1 year um program that every okay, I can say Cameroonian too. Okay, that's not a problem. So, and that's what I'm going to give. I'm going to tell what NYC is all about. So it's a 1 year compulsory program that every graduate, Nigerian graduate does. So that's when they graduate from school, they must do it. If they don't do it, they might be limited in some areas. Maybe they might not be able to do some things, maybe to hold some positions in the future and what have you. So it's very, very compulsory. So it was during that time, that 1 year program, I decided on my own to, while doing the NYSC program, I decided on my own to do my MBA. So I combined both NYSC and my MBA. It was very, very hectic. It wasn't easy. And I was a teacher. I was teaching in a village. For those that have done NYSC, I know you understand what that is. And I was teaching in a village and I was teaching those that were not really sound, which means I had more time to speak to them, to teach them well. And it was even mathematics I was teaching at that time, which means I did not really have time to do any other thing. So it was during that time I combined the two together, and that's because I was determined to do that. And that's because I decided on my own to combine the two together. I had struggles. And I'm telling you this because we are going to be planning for the year, and it's not going to be easy. And that's the truth. Yeah, it might be easy for some persons, but I believe that there might be obstacles, there might be challenges along the line. But how do you combine these two together? How do you combine what your personal life with your spiritual life, with your personal development, with your career, everything, combining everything together? How do you handle all these things? And that's why this program is here. We are here to plan. We are here to not just plan, because it is one thing to plan. It is another thing to execute what you are planning, what you've planned. And the truth is, the things I'm going to tell you tonight, many of you know them already. You know most of the things I'm going to say tonight. And that's why what will now make you to be different from somebody that did not join this meeting tonight will be the action that you're going to take after this meeting. So I would encourage every one of you that the 1 hour, 30 minutes that we're going to spend tonight is not just to listen to Esther. It's not just to, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm going to motivate you. I'm going to inspire you. But what is the next thing that you would do after the motivation? And that's why many people fail today. They are motivated. When you go, they go to YouTube, listen to motivational speakers, listen to what is the next thing that they do after them? So I encourage every one of you, as you are here to listen to me. Like I said, there are some things that I would say you know them already. But what will make a difference is you implementing them, is you taking action. And I hope you take actions after this meeting tonight. And another thing I would like to encourage you is it's a vision board night, which means we are going to be creating a vision board, which means you're going to be doing some things. It is hands-on. When I was giving this session, when I was told I was going to handle this session, I was told it was going to be hands-on, which means I'm not just going to be talking. It means people would also do some things. So I encourage you, as I tell you to do something, please do it, so that it would encourage me, so that it would also encourage yourself that are here right now. Let me not talk much because I have just probably 60 minutes for this session. So I'm going to turn off the camera to avoid network issues. And I'm also going to be sharing my screen. And please, I would like you to confirm, not just, I don't want any reactions, just confirm, tell me, let me know when you can see my screen and if I'm still audible. Thank you. So I'm going to turn off my camera now.
Esther, while you're doing that, I just have a question for you. You mentioned you're a
Okay.
data scientist in one of Nigeria's top banks. And what does being a data scientist in one Nigeria look like? And also, what does being a scientist in the banking industry, in the finance industry, what does that look like?
Okay. Okay, so like I said, I'm a data scientist. What I love doing. Okay, let me just turn on my camera before I start. Please confirm you can still see me.
Yes, yes, we can.
And I'm audible, right? Okay, so what I love to do before I start talking about data science, I love to differentiate between data analysis from data science, from being a data analyst to being a data scientist. So a data analyst is someone that analyzes data. They look at the past. They look at the information that the organization has. You know, data professionals work in different industries. We work in the banking industries, we work in retail, and we work in the health industry, different industries. Data analysts will help you to look at what you currently have, to look at what you've done in the past using your existing data and help you to make decisions. Right? They tell you the trends, they tell you the patterns that they've seen in the data, and then tell you what to do. Like I tell people, we are like doctors. We don't just check your body and tell you, okay, you have malaria and that's all. We tell you that this is what is currently happening to you. This is what you should do to prevent it from happening again. They tell you, okay, you currently have malaria. It could be because you stay in a very dirty environment. It may be because, okay, that you don't use mosquito net and all those things. They will now tell you, okay, ensure that your environment is clean, ensure that you use mosquito net. We give actionable recommendations. We don't just show what we see in the data. And that's what a data analyst is. A data scientist go beyond that. A data scientist does not just look at what you currently have. They don't just look at your existing data. They don't just look at what had happened in the past. They help you to predict the future, which means they don't just look at the current data that you have. They help you to now predict the future. they use more advanced tools, because what you currently, Excel may not really help you to predict the future. Of course, it can do some forecasting, but there are some advanced things that we can also do that would help the organization to make better decisions. And that's what data analysts do. So we go beyond using a simple tool like Excel. We go beyond using a simple tool in quotes like SQL. We use Python, we build models, we do different things to help you to now tell you what can happen in the future. And that's what a data scientist is. So a data analyst help you to predict, help you to look at the past, tells you what happened and what you can do. While a data scientist also looks at the past, looks at the existing and help you to predict the future. And one of the things I do as a data scientist in the bank is to help them to predict what can happen in the future. There are a lot of things. We work with different people. If you allow me to, I'm going to take a lot of time, but I will just be succinct. So as a data scientist, one of the things I've done is to help to build models. And these models helps to check, oh, this is what is happening in a bank. This is what we help us to predict what is, because I told you that I work in a financial institution, which means we work with customers' data. We don't just work on our own. It's a business. It's a profit-making business, which means we serve our customers. And what I, as a data scientist, do, I help you to look at the customers and I help you to predict, okay, these are the customers. They're about to churn. And churn means they're about to stop transacting. They're about to stop using your bank app. They're about to stop using the card that you give them. Do you understand? So we help you to, so data analysts will just help you to, okay, this is what is happening. This is what you should do. But data scientists will help you to look at everything. We now tell you, okay, these customers are about to stop using the bank. Quickly engage them so that they would not stop working. We'll also help you to predict a lot of things. We'll help you to predict fraudulent activities. We do a lot of things. So the difference between a data analyst and scientist is like we do more advanced things. So we don't just help you to analyze, we do more advanced things by helping you to predict what can happen in the future, which helps you to make a better decision in everything you do.
That's perfect, Esther. Thank you so much for that response. Very comprehensive.
Okay.
And one thing that I think a lot of data scientists experience when they are learning is they either come across a churn data set or a fraud data set. And more
Okay.
often than not, a lot of people look at this data and say, oh, this is not necessary, you don't need it. But you mentioning this now kind of shows the importance or the day-to-day role that that kind of data sets entails. If anything, many of us might even have been a not to say victim, but like at the receiving end of some of these models that you might have built. And yes, I just wanted to mention that. So please, if you come across any data set online that people are recommending, please always engage with them because you just never know what industry you might end up in. Thank you very much, Esther, for that.
So, so share my screen. Please confirm. Let me know when you can see my screen so that we can. Okay.
Is it okay to ask what bank you work with?
Okay. Well, but I don't know if it's okay or not, but it's okay. Okay, in Wema Bank.
What bank did you say?
Yeah, working with my bank.
Wema. Okay. So no, some of those texts that I've been getting are telling me to use my ATM and all those other things. So it's from your
And
models.
you need to start using it, please. If you've not been using it, please start using it. Thank you.
No worries. No worries.
Mhm. Okay. So let me share my screen now. Okay.
We can see your screen.
Thanks for confirming. Okay. Okay, so I guess I'd already given a brief explanation of what we are going to be doing tonight. So I'd already mentioned that, please confirm you can hear me again before I continue.
Yes, we can.
Okay, so give me a second while I'm trying to. Okay. So there are 5 different things we're going to do tonight. The first thing is to look back at what has passed. We're going to look at what 2025, everything that we did in 2025 and all those things. And please, I said earlier that I'm going to be telling you to do a few things. I encourage you to do them because it would also help you. And I want you to be intentional. This 1 hour, because these are 1 hour that I want to spend tonight. Please, I want you to be very, very, very intentional. And everything I tell you to do, please do them, so that by the time we come back next year in January or probably December 2026, and you have this kind of program again, you're going to look back and be like, yeah, thank God I attended this program. I was able to achieve those things I wrote down. So please, I want us to be very, 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 very intentional. So over the next 60 minutes, we're going to move through five key phases. Like I said, we're going to look back at the year that has passed, 2025. And then we're also going to look forward. We're going to clarify our future for the year ahead, which is 2026. And then we're also going to spend a good portion of our time creating our vision board, which means, like I said, it's going to be hands-on, which means you're going to be creating your own vision board tonight. And finally, we're going to talk about how to bring that vision to life. So we are not just creating a vision board. We're also going to take them one by one. Okay, what steps do I intend to take to actually bring this to life? So my goal is for you to leave here tonight feeling inspired, feeling motivated. I said it earlier, I'm a motivational speaker. I will motivate you that you will be like, what Esther said was true. I love the way Esther was talking. I will do it and you are going to love it. But then what happens after? So, like I said, I want you to be very, very, very intentional. So, I'm going to get you feel inspired. I'm going to give you a very clear sense of direction. And you're also going to be building a beautiful board, right? That will guide you in 2026. And these things are what we're going to be doing tonight. And so why are we even talking about vision board? Why vision board? Why don't I just write it in a book and then be looking at it every day? Yeah, writing it a book also is very, very, very effective. But having a vision board is not just having images. I know many of you, I wouldn't say everybody. I know some of you already, you've heard about vision boards. You've heard about having images on a cardboard, pasting them, having your scissors and putting them and then pasting it on your wall and all those things. That's what vision board is, but it is more than that. So it helps you to bridge the gap between where you are right now and where you want to be. That's what a vision board can help you to do. So it's a powerful bridge between where you are right now and your desired future, where you want to be. So when you create a vision board, something that you can visualize, that you can see, when you create it, it gives you a clear it gives you a clear insight of what truly matters. Because when you have something on a sheet, you know that, okay, this is the lady I want to become. Okay, I want to become an international speaker. And you see one lady, or you have a mentor that speaks internationally. You've seen her online, you've seen the way she talks, you see the way she does her things, and you want to become like her. Then you go online, download the picture and paste it on your vision board. It is you are looking at it. It helps you to see, it makes it to be very clear to you what you want to do. And it also helps you to engage your conscious and subconscious mind. Normally, if you were to just write it on a sheet of paper, it's not like when you have a vision board, where you have images, where you have to disturb your mind. Your subconscious mind helps you to think again, helps you to think deep, and it also makes your brain to be more attuned to opportunities. When you have a vision board, it helps you to activate your mind. And because it helps you to activate your mind, and you easily are able to recognize opportunities when they come. And that's why it is very important for us to have this vision board, right? And it also becomes a daily reminder of your why, that deeper purpose that drives you, helps you to see, oh, this is what I want to become. I think sometimes I've done it severally, where I write things down and I paste them on my window. Sorry, not on my window, on my wardrobe. And whenever I'm preparing to go to work, I see it, I'm reminded again of what I want to do. I'm reminded again of the things I want to do, what I want to become, and the plans that I have for the year. And this has helped me a lot. Sometimes when I go back to them, I'd be like, oh wow, I said I was going to do this and I was able to do it and I was able to achieve it. And that's why all these things are very, very necessary. And you have to be very, very, very intentional about it. And even research in psychology and neuroscience shows that visualization significantly increases the likelihood of achieving your objectives. You can see it on the slide. It helps you to achieve your objective. It has that high tendency, high probability to achieve your goals and objective. Basically, it serves as a guide for you to move forward. So let's start building the foundation. But before we even build the foundation, we have to look back. We have to look back at 2025. For many of us, 2025 brought growth for us, challenges, it brought joys, it brought lessons, right? Personally, 2025, will I say was my best year because I achieved a lot of things in 2025 that I never ever imagined. I had a lot of challenges as well, and I had a lot of lessons that I learned as well in 2025. So I want, I think we have entered the practical part now. I want every one of you to grab a notebook and a pen. I'm sure that the organizers told you that it was going to be practical. So I want every one of you to grab a notebook or a pen. If you're not close to one, you can open a new document on your computer, or you use your phone, you open your notepad. So I want you to take the next 5 minutes to reflect on these questions. Before I even say that, I would like to say that you can't design your future without understanding your past. You can't design your future without understanding your past, which means for you to be able to design your future, you need to look back. And that's what we want to do now. We want to look at the things we were able to achieve last year. Should we continue the things we did last year? Should I use the same steps, the same actions that I took last year? Should I do the same thing this year? Are there some things I need to say bye-bye to? Are there some things I need to stop doing? And that's what we want to do now. So we want to take the next 5 minutes to reflect on this question. And by reflecting on these experiences, you gain clarity on what you want to carry forward to 2026. I said it already before. So it helps you to know what you should carry and what you should release. So I want you to write it down. You can see it on this slide already. What are you most proud of for 2025? I'm going to be calling people. So please, anyways, this is a safe place. And we're going to be very, very supportive. It's a very safe place. And I want it to be as interactive as possible. So I'm going to be coming back, or the anchor can help me to probably to unmute some persons, those that want to talk. So I would love to hear from you. So I won't be the only one talking. Like I said, it is hands-on. It is going to be interactive. I'm not going to be the only one talking. So I would like some persons to unmute and talk, but not now, not now. So like I said, what are you most proud of from 2025? What challenges did you overcome in 2025? What did you learn about yourself in 2025? This is the first reflection question, right? This is the first one. So you write out what you were proud of. Was it that you posted all through last year? Was it that you got a new job last year? Was it that you graduated last year? Was it that maybe you read the whole Bible last year? Was it that you made a lot of friends last year? Was it that you attended a lot of tech programs last year? So what are you most proud of? So I'm just saying all these things to give you an insight to what to maybe. Some persons may not even remember anything, but I want you to be very intentional. This period helps you to stretch your conscious and subconscious mind. So I want you to think, but don't overthink it. So just write whatever comes to your mind. So like I said, what are you most proud of? What challenges did you overcome? And what did you learn about yourself in the process? So just take a few minutes to write them down. Don't be in a hurry. Like I said, we are very intentional tonight. So write them down. What are you most proud of? What challenges did you overcome last year? What did you learn about yourself in the process? So I don't just want you to remember moments. I want you to also look at the patterns. When did you grow the most? Maybe it was in March, maybe because you attended a program and that program gingered you, just like this session is going to ginger you tonight. Maybe that program gingered you, and that month was when you made the most achievements, that kind of things. So don't just remember what happened. Remember the patterns. When was the time you grew the most? When were you stuck? What kept repeating? Were you going to parties a lot of times that whiled away your time? That also is something that you need to remember. Remembering all these things would help you to plan better for your future. And not everything last year mattered equally. Which 20% of your actions gave you 80% of your results? Maybe because you did a lot of projects that made you to know all the things you were learning in data. You did a lot of courses. You enrolled in a lot of courses. A friend will tell you, Esther, do this. Tomorrow, another friend will tell you there is a program ongoing, but you were not really learning. But when you started to do projects, you started learning. You started doing the actual learning. These are the things that you need to think about. I believe you've already written down all those things. Like I said, we are going to call some persons to talk. If you are free, if you are comfortable sharing it, please, you can share that. Now, the next reflection is, for the next 5 minutes again, I want you to think about what were the moments of joy, growth, and connection in 2025. Which activities, people, and experiences energized you versus drained you? What were the things that drained you in 2025? What were the things that energized you in 2025? Let us know. And like I said, these activities that we are doing right now will help you to understand what to carry forward and what to leave behind. If you don't look at what had happened in the past, you will just be moving without direction in 2026. And so to avoid that, let's think about what happened in the past. It will help us to know what to carry forward and what to leave behind. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to write these. Like I said, the slide is there. You can see everything. And I would like to remind you that your past is not for shame. Maybe you did not really achieve more, and you did not really achieve much last year, right? It's not for shame, it's for data. It will help us to plan well for 2026, for the future. Okay, so thank you so much for taking your time to reflect. If anyone feels comfortable sharing one word or a short phrase in the chat that captures that 2025, please, I invite you to do so now. If you would like to unmute yourself, you can raise your hand and our anchor will help you to unmute. Okay, so we are waiting for somebody.
Please, let's raise our hands and share. Let's try to be as engaging as possible.
Okay, Tracy's hand is up. I'm glad I can see their hands. I can see 2 people. Okay, just 1 person. Okay, Tracy, please, the floor is yours. While she's telling us about the things she has written down, I would also encourage another person to raise their hand and let us know. Yeah, please. Okay, the first person, Tracy, please, you can talk now. You can unmute and talk.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Esther. Please, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly. You are audible.
Right. Okay. Things that The thing I was most proud of when I think about it now is that in 2025, I made my first million without
Sorry,
working
I can't hear
a year.
you well. I don't know if I'm the
I
one.
said
Am I the only one?
2025. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now, please.
All right. I said in 2025, I
Okay.
made my first million, though I didn't work throughout the year. And I just realized that now.
Oh, wow. Love it.
And
Okay.
yes, and what um one lesson I learned was that I
Mm,
am not financially educated.
mm,
I don't spend money wisely.
mm-hmm,
That's the thing
mm-hmm.
I learned. And
Okay.
something that stretched me was I started reading books and I
Mm-hmm.
realized that the little things I do, like reading, inspire a lot of people, especially in my circle.
Mm,
I
mm,
also realized that attending programs and conferences really stretched me a lot and they inspired me to step out of my comfort zone.
mm.
But and what drained me was the company I was working in, and that's because I was doing something that I really don't like. Yes,
Okay.
that's what I can say about 2025.
Hmm. Thank you so much, Tracy. You can see the importance of doing this activity. What she never thought before, she thought about it right now. It came to her mind right now. She was able to make her first million, and then about some financial in literacy. And I believe that that's one thing that she would need to bring into 2026 because she knew that last year probably she was not really investing the way she was supposed to invest. She made her first million and maybe she was not able to invest in it. And she discovered that, oh, that's something I need to do, which means in 2026, she would not make that same mistake because she realized that maybe she did not do so well in her finances. And this year she'll be able to do that. So thank you so much, Tracy, for sharing this confidently with us. Okay, so I would like Peter as well to talk. I don't know if his hand is still raised, but I would like to hear from you.
Okay. Hi guys.
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
Can
I
you
can
hear
hear
me?
you.
Okay. Looking back to 2025, these are the
Okay.
things that I'm most proud of.
Please,
I got a
sorry, I can't hear you clearly. Can you move closer to your phone or your laptop so that I can hear you very well?
mic now. One thing that I'm proud of,
Okay.
I got a response, and the job I got is actually in data, but maybe some database administration. And the second thing that I'm proud of is I did my very first investment in 2025. And again, I started my digital corner in 2025. And the lessons that I've learned in 2025 that that dream or vision will not happen unless you start or take actions. Yeah. And challenges that I've faced, one of the challenges is procrastination. I've been
Okay.
procrastinating for a year. And one of the activities that energized me in 2025, I would say prayer has actually brought a lot of me. I've energized me a lot. And I've actually mentioned some people who like to energize me, who actually inspire, who, what is it, who encouraged me along the journey was to start what I've been thinking and planning. We have Dorcas to marry me. Yeah, this is what I've reflected so far.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing this with us. I sincerely appreciate every one of you for sharing this. I love that part where you were being truthful. You said one of the things that held you back last year was procrastination. And I strongly believe that now that you realize that you were just procrastinating last year, 2026 will not be the same. It means you are going to stop procrastinating. It means you're going to leave procrastination for 2025, and you're going to bring in taking action in 2026. Is there any other person that raised their hands that they want to talk? Okay, let's know before I continue because of
Yeah, I
time.
think we have David and then Peter as well.
Okay, so let's hear David. So two ladies have talked now, so we need one more person to talk here. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, the next person. The next person can talk now, please.
David, please.
Okay. Good evening. First
Good
of all, I'm
evening,
trying
David.
to. How did you assume I was a guy? That Davids are ladies though. So
Really? I never met a David as
Okay.
a David. That's
Davida, Davida actually. So
fair.
for me, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I hope you all can hear me, please.
Clearly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I started my 2025 in more of like a depression state. I entered 2025. I wanted to like disappear and just don't exist in the world in general. But I had to just keep on showing up because I had a job. So there's a whole backstory to why that happened. So I had a personal brand and I went to school, NYSC, then NYSC posted me. I had to like work and all that. So it was more of I lost some kind of funding. Then Sha focused on 2025. I focused on the whole 9 to 5 job and all that. Then I think I should just follow the pattern of what I'm most proud of. So what I'm most proud of for 2025 is I kind of came out of that depression state and found, will I say, my voice. And for example, now I won't have raised my hand to speak on this call. I would have just allowed the whole session to run by and just listen, consume, and just jot things down. But in 2026, I've decided that when it comes to like engaging, I would always like show up in engaging. So what I'm most proud of for 2025 was that I came out of that shell, started engaging in activities and making sure that I show up in mostly things that are more valuable and relevant. For example, like this session. Then challenge was the fact that I was in a depression state and all that. And my job was draining me because of I was into the job that I need to be like the best staff and all that so that I can get promotion, get more pay and also I was giving the job my best and all. Then I realized life is not all that 9 to 5, 9 to 5. You can actually get more from life and all. Then the activities that made more sense in 2025 was the fact that I became more active. I did more live sessions, did like 5 webinars for the new role. I have got a new role as well. I left the previous job, got a new role. Then the new role made me get more active, like attending or and hosting webinars and all that. So I did more activities, became active on LinkedIn, like posting 5 times a week, Monday to Friday, and all that. So I took that momentum into 2026 and 2026. I want to like appear on stage, not just live webinars. I want to like speak on stage in 2026. That's why this whole vision board idea thing is like, I'm interested. I want to see how Esther would enlighten us in that aspect. So thank you very
Okay.
much for coming.
Thank you so
Let's
much,
go.
David, for this. This is very comprehensive. I love that itemized every single thing that happened. I sincerely appreciate every one of you for voicing out. I think I will just take one last person and then move to the next one. Please, the next person can unmute now. And please, I would like you to summarize it because of time. So time is not on our side.
Yeah.
I would just like you to summarize your points and then thank you.
Yeah, good. I hope you can hear me.
I can hear you, but it is breaking.
Yes, because can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Please go on.
Okay. So it's been a challenging years in the previous years, even before 2025. But yeah, it's been challenging, especially for people staying in the UK. We know how difficult it is to get a job, especially the field you actually, because I'm a medical student, so I transitioned into health, into tech, and but I never gave up, even though I got sponsorship in the healthcare sector, but I never gave up. And while I was still struggling and trying to study and to publish things and to what's it called, to practice. I also participated in a lot of competitions online and everything. But luckily for me, a friend of mine just messaged me towards the end of the year, and it was like, "Oh, you've been writing papers and everything. I think we can take this to a professional level." And
Mm.
I'm so proud that before the year runs out, we were able to publish a paper, and which I got the certificate yesterday. So 2025 was raining, but at the end of the day, I can say, even though I'm still aiming at a particular goal, but I can say I'm proud of publishing my first paper, which I received the certificate of this day yesterday.
Congratulations. Thank you so much for, yeah. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Is that Peter?
Yes, Peter.
Okay. Thank you so much, Peter, for sharing your challenges. And I guess for one of the things I would say is that you had someone who reached out to you. And congratulations on your achievement as well. I don't know, do we have one last person that raised their hand that we've not taken yet before we move to the next one?
We can take Otto as the last person.
Sorry?
Otto.
Okay, Otto, please.
Okay, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Otto, please, you can go on.
Okay, 2025 it had no sun anyway, and a lot of ups and downs also. So I will start by actually from our leader, Favor Ibude. She do make her post on LinkedIn and all that. Okay, I do follow through LinkedIn, so I learned a lot and all that. So one of the things I learned is one of the posts she made regarding documenting your project and the way to document in terms of problem solving, the tools and all that, recommendation. So I followed that to document my project and the kind of build portfolio. So later on, where one of my relation is staying, they had this issue with electricity and all that. So I said, as a data scientist, how will I come in? So I built this particular app for them that, well, I just used the web Streamlit, and they built particular something that we take the data and be able to solve their challenge and all that. So, and it was interesting. So I'm actually proud of that. And just in November, someone I knew recommended me for a particular job. And the first stage of it was just a casual interview. I said, oh, it's just casual. So do I prepared? Only for me to get to the casual interview, that was on video call. They started to ask series of questions, and one of the questions is later they say I should walk them through one of the projects that I did. I was thinking, I thought it was a casual interview. So, but I, in such condition, anyway, I took up that particular project that I did and explained everything according to how Favor taught us on how to document those projects. After everything, they said, though it's not related to, but, they are proud of it and all that. So, lo and behold, in December, that's how I got that particular job. So it's actually a great moment for me. Only for me to be added to their Slack, I checked former messages. I found out that they said that other people that submitted CV, I found out it's not only me, but those that submitted too, that they doesn't have portfolios, how they put their work and all those stuff. So it was actually an interesting moment for me. So I learned that documentation of projects and engaging to document your projects. And that job is actually interesting for me because it's data job also. It helps me to put hands on deck and to even upskill and all that. So the down part of it, there was time first sick, but thank God we are stronger now. Yeah. So that's my 2025. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Otto. Thank you. Thank you so much, every one of you, for sharing your story, for sharing the challenges that you had in 2025, for sharing everything confidently without hiding anything. Like I said earlier, it is safe space, and we are here to support one another. And I believe that one or two persons gained one or two things from what they have said tonight or they have shared tonight. I'm so sure they talked about community, they talked about friends, people who recommended them for a role. They talked about community. He talked about, I think Otto talked about favor sharing, something about documenting your project. And this is one of the things. So I'm going to digress a bit because I believe you are, maybe not everybody, majority of us here are data enthusiasts. Don't just learn and learn and learn. Ensure that you document the things you are learning. Ensure that you are not just learning. Work on projects. Do projects. Practice what you are learning. Don't just, I don't know, don't just, there's something I call tutorial hell. You just do a lot of courses, enroll in a lot of things without really working on anything. And by the time you open your laptop, you have do something, you can't even do it. Teach somebody, you can't even teach somebody. Take them through what you've done, you can't do it. And it is when you practice that you know what you are doing. It is when you practice that what you are learning solidifies. It deepens what you are learning, right? And that's another thing is documenting everything you are learning step by step. That when you even give somebody your project, the person will see it and understand the project without you explaining to them. That's one attribute that every data enthusiast or professional must learn. When you are writing your Python script, give comments, tell them what you've done, so that even when you're not there and you give them that script, the notebook, they will be able to even do everything that you've done without you telling them anything. It is very, very important. You've also mentioned community. The data living community is a very great one. I believe they hold several programs that would help people. And please don't take all these sessions for granted. As learn everything they are teaching you. All strategies that they are giving to you would help you. And that's just by the way. So all these things that we've mentioned, I believe one or two persons learned one or two things from them. And for those that were depressed, I'm glad that you've come up, you've taken action. You were like, no, I can't continue being depressed. Some time ago as well, when I started this journey as a data newbie, I was overwhelmed with a lot of things. And that's because I did not learn the things I was supposed to learn. I started with the advanced things. I started with the advanced tools. I started with machine learning, deep learning, neural network, statistics, and I did not even have a tech background. So I was overwhelmed with all these things. I didn't start from the smaller parts. I didn't start from the fundamental tools. And it was when I reached out to somebody, a person, when I reached out to her, she told me nothing good comes easy. And that was when I was calm. That was when I realized that that's true. I need to keep doing what I'm doing. I need to go back to the foundation. So for those that was why I gave you I shared a story at the beginning. You are going to feel overwhelmed during this period. You're going to have challenges. You're going to have obstacles. And that's why you need people. Though you need people to talk to. You have a community already. When you are down, please reach out. Don't carry anything on your head alone. Don't do anything on your head alone. When you have questions, you have community that you can ask. You have people that you can reach out to. And these are the things that you help. And you can see all these things that we've done now. So looking at the past will help us to understand everything that happened and help us to plan better for the future. And these are the various things that we've seen. We've already seen as well that some persons were not able to handle their finance properly. Some persons were not able to, they were just procrastinating. And these are the various things, negative things that we should drop in 2025. And so the next thing we're going to be doing is to move to 2026. So we are going to, now that we've honored the past, now that we've looked at the past, let's now shift our attention fully to the future, which is 2026. And fortunately for us, we are now in 2026. All the achievements that you had last year, it has already gone. That's the truth. All the challenges that you had last year, they've gone. This is a new year. This is January 2024th, right? The year is still fresh. And let me tell you the truth, many people have achieved a lot of things this year already. That's the truth. I know one lady, she has held like different launch. She launched her book in different places. For many of, I know many people know Temi, Global Temi. She has held different uh, programs. She launched her book in different. She did like she launched one in Lagos, one in Abuja. She went to Ghana recently, just this January. And some persons have not even planned anything at all. And so that's why we are here right now. So if you've not planned anything yet, please let's use this as an opportunity to think ahead. We've already looked at the past, what happened, what I did not do well, what I did well. Now, those things that we did not do well last year, let's now look at it right now. How can I do better? What actions can I take? Maybe I planned a lot of things last year. What action and I did not achieve them? What actions can I take this year to achieve those things I could not achieve last year? And these are the various things that we're going to be looking at. So I said already that let's shift our attention now to 2026. It's now time for you to dream about the future. And I want you to get comfortable. There is no right or wrong answers. Yes, there is no wrong or right answer. So please just get comfortable. Like I said, I'm going to be telling you to do some things. I want you to close your eyes right now if that feels right for you. And I want you to take a deep breath. You breathe in and you breathe out. I want you to imagine that it is December 2026. So this is not January 2024 right now. We are now in December 2026. And a whole year has passed. And you are looking at the year with a sense of achievement, a sense of accomplishment, joy. I would like to ask you, what does your ideal life look and feel like? Where are you living right now? What kind of work are you doing? For those of you that are currently working in a place where you are not comfortable with, or you don't like, or you don't enjoy, now this is a time for you to think about the kind of work you want to be doing, the kind of place you want to be working, where you can explore a lot of things. Now you are in December 2026. How have you grown? Who are you surrounded by? Are you surrounded by people who don't care about anything? Anything just comes and goes. They don't care about anything. Allow the images, the feelings, the words come to you without judgment. Just observe. So I'm going to be giving you some moments to think and to plan. What are the things you want to achieve this year? And by the end of this year, December 2026, what have you achieved? Are you living the kind of life you want to achieve, you want to live? And I want you to be very specific. Don't just say, I want to grow. I don't want you to be inspirational. Be specific. We call something SMART goals. Be specific. Let it be measurable. Let it be realistic. Let it be achievable. Let it be time bound. For example, you are a data newbie and you are saying by December 2026, you want to become a chief data officer. Is that realistic? Is that achievable? Is it something you can achieve this year? You can't. It's not realistic. That will be like in the next 2 years or 3 years if you are very passionate about what you're doing and very committed. As a data newbie, you're just starting and you're saying you want to become a chief data officer. It's not possible. So I want you to be very realistic. Like I said, if it is money, you want to Tracy told us that she made 1 million. Maybe you want to make $100,000 by the end of this year. How much do you want to make? You know the things you want to become. I'm just saying all these things to just help you with what you are doing or with how to plan yourself. And in what area do you want to by December? Please confirm I'm back. I think I got a call that disrupted the network. Please confirm I'm here again.
Yes,
Please confirm I'm
ma'am.
here again. Okay, thank you. Okay, so please, clarity beats motivation. I'm not just motivating you, I'm not just inspiring you. You need to be clear about what you want to do this year, the things you intend to leave aside, how you want to avoid procrastinating. And I want you to be very specific. If you want to grow financially, by how much? Maybe last year you made 1 million last year. This year, okay, maybe let me make 5 million. So right now, we are not looking at the steps. We are not thinking about how we want to achieve them. We want to look at the things we want to achieve. And like I said, be realistic, be specific as well. How much? In what area do you want to grow? By when? Maybe you want to ensure that, like David said, he wants to speak globally. He does not want to just be having webinars, virtual meetings like what I'm doing right now. But what he wants to do is to stay on the stage and be talking to 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 3,000 people. You are very specific. You need to be very specific. So let's write them down. I'm going to give you some minutes to write them down. The slide is there. What kind of life do you want to live? Where are you living? What kind of work are you doing? How have you grown? Who are you surrounded by? So, like I said, allow the images, the feelings, the sensation to come to you without judgment. Don't say because I'm a newbie, I will not be able to get $100,000 by the end of 2026. God can help you see online job and they'll be giving you 5K dollars every month. It's possible, or you get a lot of freelancing jobs. So let's not restrict ourselves, but let's be realistic anyways. Okay, so now that we've thought about these things, let's think about how we intend to produce these results. What habits will produce these results? Someone mentioned procrastination. Is that something you need to stop doing and start taking action? David said he took action. What if he allowed himself to be depressed the more and he did not take action? He wouldn't have achieved what he was able to achieve in 2025. So right now, what habits will produce these results? Who do I need to become to sustain this life? When I started the other time, I talked about you having a mentor. Maybe you have somebody in the field, an international speaker that speaks fluently, that tells stories very well. Maybe someone like Salem, I don't know. But you know people around you that have become what you want to become. Who are those people? Something I need to tell you is that you don't rise to your level of goals. You fall to your level of your systems. What systems, what structures do you want to put in place to achieve them? I'm going to, because of time, I wouldn't want us to stretch so much, but I believe you've written one or two things. Write all those things down. That was why I said you should bring out your notepad, your notebook and pen to write all those things down. And please, implementation matters. Taking action matters. We are not just doing this for doing sake. We are doing this with intentionality. And we are doing this with the mindset that we are going to take action. By the time we come back in December 2026 or January 2027, we'll be glad that we came for this session. We'll be like, yes, these were the things I wrote last year. At least 90% of the things I wrote, I was able to achieve them. Now, slowly bring your awareness back to the present moment. I need you to take a deep breath, and when you're ready, I know some of you have opened your eyes already. I know, because we need to write things down, of course. So I need you to now come back to reality. Now this is January 24th, 2026. There's no more December 2026. I know some of you have written a lot of things down, but I wouldn't want to call people to start talking about their plans. Some things are very, very personal to you, which means you really don't want to share. You may not want to share anyways. So I believe you've jotted down everything that came to your mind. Like I said, there is no right or wrong answer. This is just a direction. This will just help you to guide the things that you will do this year. You've written everything down. During your visualization and period or session, you've seen a lot of things. What did you see? What did you feel? What words came to your mind? This will be the raw material that you're going to use for your vision board. We've talked about the past, the challenges, the moments we were proud of, the people that helped us, the things we did that encouraged us. Now we've talked about the future, the things that we intend to achieve, the people that we want to imitate or that we are looking up to, that we want to become, sort of. And now that we've done that, the next thing is now to bring your vision to life. And this is the most creative part of our evening. It is time for us to build your vision board. Like I've always said, it is not for decoration, it is for a direction. So we are not just creating a vision board to put images, to create images, to create quotes from people, to create words. The different things that we've seen is not just for decoration, it's for direction, like I said. Okay, so like I said, there is no right way to do this. So it's just it's all about what resonates with you. You can do it physically with magazines, scissors, and glue. If you don't have scissors or glue or magazine with you, you can use a digital tool. We can use Canva, or you can use a simple slide presentation for those that have PowerPoint on their laptops. And for those that have access to Canva, if you don't have access to Canva, Canva, for those that have not used it before, you can go to your browser and search for Canva, sign up for those that have not signed up yet, and then we are going to build our vision board. And so the goal right now is to create something that is uniquely yours. You don't need to copy anybody. As you gather images, words, I need you to allow your intuition to guide you. Don't just do it because I said you should do it. Don't overthink it. Don't just choose what inspires or motivates you. Choose something that you would actually do, something that would represent your ideal 2026 that we just imagined. So like I said, we have some digital creation tools that we can use. We have Canva, we have PowerPoint, we have Pinterest, and we have digital collage apps. And in this session, we're going to be using Canva because it is free. And to give you some structure, for those that don't have access to Canva, please let's go to your browser now and search for Canva. If you have not signed up yet, please sign up. I'm also going to be showing you some of the things that we would use. But before then, to give you some structure, you might want to think about a few key areas of your life. So I'll put some suggestions in the chat. I think you can even see it right now on the screen. You can see it. We have career and professional. We have personal development. We have health and wellness. We have relationships and community. We have finances, and we have fun and creativity. And for career and professional, what does success look like to you? What skills do you want to develop? For those that have not started working yet, what skill do you think you need to acquire to be able to get that data analysis job? What impact do you want to make? For those that are already working and you need to you want to be promoted, just like David said, you want to be promoted. What are the things you need to do that would ensure that you get promoted this year? Is there like a smoking gun? A smoking gun is a project that even the MD will see it and be wowed. Is that something you need to do that will make them to promote you? That's one side. Another side is personal development. Some persons will say that they want to learn, they want to know this thing, they want to know this thing. Oh, what do you want? But they don't do it. Now, what do you want to learn? And how do you want to grow? So you're not just saying you want to become a global speaker. Are you bringing yourself out there? Are you just sitting on your bed and just working and just reading and you're not taking yourself out there? Or you want to become a data analyst, you want to work in Google, you want to work in Facebook, you want to work in all these big companies, but you are just there, you are not working on projects. Or maybe you are working on projects, but you are not posting them on LinkedIn. Nobody sees what you are doing. Nobody knows what you are doing. Is that how to work in those companies? What are the things you need to do to help you achieve this goal? Now we have health and wellness. How do you want to feel in your body? What habits do you want to cultivate? Maybe you are currently at 150 kg and you want it to reduce to probably 80 or 60 something. What are you doing? Are you still doing things that would make you to increase in your weight? Or maybe you are currently at 54 or 47 and you want to at least add some weight. What are you doing to do that? What habits do you cultivate? Are you not eating? Maybe you are not eating. You're just eating in the morning, not eating in the afternoon, not eating in the night. How do you think you would achieve this goal? We have relationship. How do you want to connect? Who do you want to connect with? Maybe you keep telling yourself, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. I don't like talking to people. I don't like bringing myself out there. I just like to be on my own. Now, how do you want to build relationships when you are just on your own? What are the things you need to do to build relationships? Maybe when you even go for programs, you just stay. The period where you need to interact with people, to network with people, you just stay on your own in one side, and after the program, you carry your bag and you leave without engaging, without networking with people. How do you want to connect with people this year? How do you want to build your network? How do you want to increase your relationship? How do you want to show up for others this year? And then in your finances, what financial goals are important to you? What does financial freedom look like to you? You said you want to have 10 million savings this year. But at every point you receive your salary, you spend it on shawarma. You spend it on things that are not necessary. Then how do you think you are? So what are the things you need to do? So all these things I'm mentioning now will just help you to build your board. So now we see fun and creativity. What brings you joy? What creative pursuits excites you? How do you want to play? So think about what success looks like in each of these categories. I forgot to mention spirituality as well. This is very, very important for those that are Christians, for those that are Muslims, whatever religion that. So you need to also think about it. In my spiritual aspect, do I want to be very close to God? Do I want to finish reading my Bible in a year? Do I want to finish reading the Quran in a year? How do I want to grow or strengthen my relationship with God? How do I intend to pray? Do I want to pray 7 times in a day? Do I want to be consistent? Maybe 1 hour in a day will be okay for me. If I can't do 1 hour, maybe 20 minutes, and time goes on, it increases. How do you intend to achieve all these things? So I'm going to give you some minutes to work on your vision board. And so before that, I would also please confirm you can hear me. So before we do that, I will share my screen. Okay, I think I'm going to share my screen again to show you how we can use our vision board, or how we can create one rather. Please confirm I'm still audible. Confirm that the network is not disturbing us before we continue. And I hope we are taking notes, please. I want us to take notes and be very intentional about what we are doing. Please, can I get a confirmation before I go on?
Can go on, you can go on.
Okay, thank you so much, Bolaji. All right, so for those that have access to Canva, please, I would like you to search for Canva on your browser. Search for Canva and then sign up. And then when you sign up, you're going to see this home page. And when you see this home page, you're going to search for vision board templates. So rather than us starting from the beginning, rather than us starting from the scratch, Canva has some templates that we can use to create our vision board. So you can start by using vision board templates. Either you select the free one or 2026 or anyone. So just press enter, and when you do that, you can see some vision board templates here. So we have some templates, vision board. So this is how it looks. And then we can select anyone. We can see some pictures here. We can see some designs here. So I'm going to select one. And one of the things I'm going to select is this. And that's because this has the various goals that we talked about. It doesn't have everything, but you can customize the templates. So here is the first template. So we have the wealth goal, which talks about your finance. We have the health goal. We have the family goal. We have love goal. We have career. We have spirituality. We have knowledge. So we have a few things that we have the categories here already, but you can edit it to suit your vision, to suit what you really want to achieve this year. And like the activity that we did earlier was for you to close your eyes and think about the various things that you want to achieve this year. And I believe that you thought about them. I believe that you've itemized the things that you want to achieve, the people that you want to be like, that you're looking up to, in quotes. And then, so here is now where you need to impute them. So now that we have health goal, so maybe what we need to do is to bring in this picture icon. You can bring in, so just design it the way you want to design it, however you want to do it. If you don't want this, you can select any other template. So whichever way you want to do it, the main thing is for you to take action. So we are not just doing all these things for image. See, all these things are beautiful, all these things are good, but the main thing is for you to implement them. If you don't implement, if you don't take action, then everything that we have. I told Yes. So I told you the advantage of doing this already is to help you to see where you currently are and where you intend to be. It helps you to visualize what you want to become. It makes it clear to you, so that by the time you wake up, you're preparing for work, you're preparing for anything, you can see the pictures, you can see everything. You can even save it as your wallpaper. So please, let's do this, because I would also invite 1 or 2 people to show us what they've done. So if it is finance, maybe you want to earn in dollars, so you can just come here and bring in your dollar image, and then you have your text box here, and you can say that by 2020, maybe by 2026, by the end of 2026 rather, by the end of 2026, I want to have $10,000 in my account. I know it's small for some people, but don't mind me. So by the end of 2026, I want to have $10,000 in my account. And then you come here and edit it, format it the way you want to format it. And then you can see we have it here. And which other goal that you have for your finance. Maybe you want to save more. Maybe you want to save more. Maybe you want to be very intentional about investments rather than saving, all those things. So you're going to impute everything here. And then for your health goal, maybe, I don't know, whatever health goal you want. Maybe you want to you want your weight to reduce to 60 something or 80 something, whichever thing you have in mind. You can impute it here. The kind of food you want to be eating, you can even go online and do your own research. And then love life. If you don't see the image here, you can just go online to search, right? To search for, so you can just go online to search for maybe married people or what have you. You can put it, your family life, what you intend to achieve. Maybe you want to do this, I don't know, maybe you want to be more intentional about what you give your parents. Maybe you want to be more intentional about being close to your family. Maybe your work has been taking your time so much that you don't have time for your family. By this time you want to do that, you can add it here. Then for your career, you want to be promoted, you want to work in this company, you can also add it here. And then for spirituality, you have your Bible here or your Quran here. You want to read all the chapters of the Bible, or you want to pray more this year. For the knowledge part, okay, I want to enroll in courses, maybe World Quant University, which is what I even advise people to enroll in. For those that want to do data science, World Quant University, they want to do their masters, free masters, financial, what do they call it now? You can also impute it here. So this is how we create our vision board. Like I said, it's not cast in stone. You can design it the way you want to design it. So it's not compulsory for you to select this. Please, I would like every one of you to do that, but I would also like some persons to also select or to also show us what they've done. And so if you are not okay with this, maybe this one is too simple, you can just come here and select whichever one you want to select that would show what really you have in mind. So there are a lot of templates here. You can see this one. Let's see this one. You can see this one. So select whichever templates that you have and then use it. So that's what this session is for, to help us to create a vision board and to use it at the end of the day and to actualize it. So you can see money flows to me effortlessly. That's what she wants to do. That's what she wants for herself. So she doesn't want to just depend on salary. She wants to have different streams of income, right? She wants to have different passive incomes, not just 5 or 5, not just money for 5 or 5, from 5 or 5, your active salary. Maybe she wants to create digital products. For those that want to have different sources of income, you can create digital products. You can be affiliates. You can be an affiliate marketer for companies. You can be an influencer. You can be a brand ambassador. And what should you do to achieve this? You can't just sit down and not do anything.
maybe you are not even active on LinkedIn, or you are not active on Instagram, and you feel that you will become a brand ambassador. Is that possible? It's not possible. And then what steps do you need to take? We're going to be looking at the steps later, but for now, let's just think about it. You can see aligned, abundant, and unstoppable, grateful, glowing, and growing. That's what this person wants. This person wants to grow. This person wants to glow as well. And that's health, right? This person also wants to have confidence, courage, and have clarity. You want to be with friends. You want to be confident. You want to become an international speaker, but you are just sitting down because you think you're an introvert. You think you can't relate with people. How do you come out from your comfort zone and be more confident and become a professional speaker, an international speaker that you really want to be? What are the things that will give you job? So these are the various. So like I said, it's not fixed. I'm not going to tell you the one to select. You can just select anyone that you want. You see this one, 2024 vision board. You can change it to 2020. So whichever one you want, you select either of any of them, and then you create your vision board. So I'm going to give you time, a few moments to do your stuff. Please, just one person is going to share their screen and show us what they've been able to do, and then we finalize everything that was planned for today. So I'm going to give you just 5 minutes for those that want to showcase what they've done. I'm going to give you some seconds to select a template and to create your vision board. Thank you.
And please, let's all try to engage with this activity as much as possible. You just never know. Esther might choose to pick one person as a mentee. So
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so while they are trying to create their vision board, I would like the anchor to please play some background music, if you can do that. Yeah, to make it flow. So I encourage every one of you, please, if you don't have access to Canva, please go to your browser, search for Canva, sign up, and then create one. For those that will not be able to talk tonight, please, I want every one of you to do this activity. It helps a lot. So that by the time you come back to this, you'll be glad that you did. This has worked for a lot of people. I've heard a lot of testimonies from people who had their vision boards, who created it. It may sound simple, it may look simple, but it works. It works. So please, I encourage every one of you to, if you don't have access to Canva, you can you can use PowerPoint and import or insert images as you wish. And so please, you can play us some background music, just a solemn music, not the one that will disturb people's thinking. So just a solemn, a soft music that will be playing in the background while they are trying to create their vision board. So to give you some points, let your vision board show what you are building, who you are becoming, what your life should feel, the things that you can achieve. I said earlier, we have specific goals, measurable goals, realistic, actionable, and time bound. You are a data newbie and you want to become a chief data officer. Is that possible? It's not possible. And so I encourage you to set goals that when you come back in 2027, you'll be happy that you were able to achieve them. So just a solemn music.
Visualization. We hear keep the big goal, focus on the big goal. What does the science say about visualizing
music,
big
please.
goals? If you're somebody who's interested in business, or let's say you're focused on relationship, is thinking about the perfect relationship and what that would look like and the family that you would have and where you would live, is that effective in generating?
Yeah, I think I'm just playing some background sound.
No, please. We need a solemn music and not this, because this will disturb people's thinking.
If you have a request for music, I don't do solo music. I do very loud music, so I have no idea.
Okay, so I think I will just look for one while they are trying to do that.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay. So by 8:42, we're going to, or when you are done, please, you can raise your hand. Yes. So whenever you are done, if anybody is done right now, please, you can even raise your hand and go on with your presentation. Or you can raise your hand when you are done, and then you would give your presentation and show us. If you're comfortable anyways, if you're very comfortable with showing us your vision board, that's fine. We'll be very glad to listen to you, to hear from you. Okay. So not to worry, we are almost done. Okay. For better still, if so. Okay, everyone. I would like to encourage you to include numbers on your board. Don't just say, I want to increase my salary, or I want to increase my savings, or I want to increase, or I want to be financially independent. Include numbers. Let us see the numbers. Let us see your income targets. If you are still learning, how many projects do you want to do? If you want to learn, that's personal development now, the category. What kind of thing do you want to do in that aspect? So that would also help you. Then the skills that you are learning, how many skills do you want to learn, right? How many skills do you want to acquire this year? And then if it is LinkedIn, maybe you want to be an influencer, or you want to be more intentional about your visibility this year. Okay, on LinkedIn, how many followers do you want to get? It is very big. It's not just, you're not just restricting yourself to your personal growth now, right? So it is wide. So it could be your visibility. That is what you are more interested. That's why I asked you earlier to think about the things that you want to really achieve. It is not compulsory for you to have like 20 things. You can have like just 5 key things that you want to achieve this year. And then that will help you. So it's not until you have like 20 before we know that yes, you've done this. No, you mustn't have 20 things. Something that when you look back, you'll be like, yes, I could achieve this. So about your visibility, okay, how many followers do you intend to have by the end of the year? Maybe you're currently at 1,000. Maybe you're currently at 2,000, right? Okay, by the end of the year, I want to have like 10K followers. Maybe by the end of the year, I want to have like 20K followers. Now, it's not just about having the followers. What steps will you even take? We're going to talk about it. And the person that is going to be showing us their vision board, we're going to be talking about how we intend to achieve them, and that will help the other people as well to achieve their goals. So please be intentional. Write numbers. Don't just say, I want to do this, I want to do this. Give numbers. I want to have 20K followers by the end of 2026. I want to have 20 clients. I want to speak physically in 5 different countries or 5 different states in Nigeria. Okay, I want to have like 2 solid certifications by the end of this year. So don't just say, I want to gather certifications. No. So I'm going to be calling, I think we've already taken some time. And I want you to know that your vision can't be measured if you can't manage it. If it cannot be managed, it cannot be measured. So it is very important for you to be able to measure it. If you can't measure it, you won't be able to manage. You won't be able to track it. If you know that, yes, I want to get like 5 different certifications this year, by March, if you still have 0, you'll be able to know that, oh, I said I was going to get 5. Let me work harder this year so that before December, I would have gotten like 5. So when you're able to measure it, you'll be able to manage it, you'll be able to control, you'll be able to know, yes, I've been able to achieve this thing. So this is very, very important. Like I said, put numbers in what you're doing. When you add numbers to it, you'll be able to measure it. You'll be able to manage what your goals are. Okay, so I think we've had enough time to build our board. So we want 1 or 2 people. Because of time, we only deal with 1 person. So if you are done with creating your board, please, can I see your hand so that you can share your screen and let us see what you've done? It could be on your phone. It could be on your laptop. It could be on maybe you wrote it down. There are some persons that don't have access to it. That's not a problem. If you don't have access to your laptop currently, if you also cannot add images and make it beautiful, it does not matter. The main thing is for you to make your plans and be very intentional about it. Right? So if you wrote it down, you can snap it and send it to, okay, David said mine is whiteboard. It does not matter. So far, you are able to write it and build numbers to them. And then we also have, so for those that could not build anything, you can also use, if you wrote it down, like I said, you can snap it and send it to the chats. You can snap it and send it to the chats. Yeah, so I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay, yeah, so who is ready to showcase theirs? If you are ready to showcase your own, please let me see your hand so that I can call you, and then we're going to give you the space, or we're going to allow you to share your screen and take us through what you've done. Please, we need a hand so that because of time is not on our side right now. So who is ready to show us what they have? Okay, I'm yet to see a hand. It doesn't have to be perfect, please. It does not have to be perfect. No, it does not have to be beautiful. We are not going to, it's a safe place, and we're all doing it to support one another. So please don't mind how it looks. We don't mind how it looks. So, or maybe I should call David, since he said his own is on a whiteboard. So if you are comfortable sharing it with us, please, you can share it, or whoever is ready for the walkthrough. Okay, someone is saying thank you. Okay. Please, I want to be sure you can hear me, and I want to be sure you are doing it. Can I hear from two people? Let me know whether you're actually doing what.
Yes, we are doing it.
Okay, Bolaji is doing,
Yes,
David is
I'm
doing,
doing
Tracy is doing. I love that. Thank you so much, guys. I'm happy. I think I'm very happy to hear from you guys. Okay, so I would also like to, we need more people. Okay, maybe the 10 minutes was not enough. Okay, maybe I should give you a few minutes. It's because of time. We don't really have much time. Bolaji, please mute yourself. Okay. So I've muted Bolaji. The noise is disturbing us. So maybe I will give you a few more minutes, and then whoever is ready can raise their hand, and then they can continue. Okay, so who is ready to show us what they've got? Or should I call somebody? Okay, someone was trying to unmute themselves.
My noise is kind of much here.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see. But I'm
So are
done.
you using your laptop or you're using your phone?
I'm using my iPad, so I'll just show it on my. I'll show it on my
Oh,
iPad and.
okay. So do you want to share your screen now?
Yeah. I think there's no noise in the room.
Okay, okay. Please go ahead and share your screen.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to be spotlighting it for everyone.
Can you see my screen?
Not yet, but we can see your face.
Oh, can I change like back camera or something?
Okay.
Trying to. Where is this function? Oh my god.
So while we are trying to, while we're waiting for Bolaji, please let other people, David told us earlier that he was ready. No, he didn't say he was ready, but he said he was doing it on whiteboard. And I know you are very confident.
Yeah. Sadly, I would not be able to share it because that's a lot of personal things that we have
Oh,
to achieve.
right. Okay, that's not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, I said that initially. I said there were some persons that might not want to share their personal things, which is very, 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 very okay. That is very okay. So thanks for being honest. Okay, so Bolaji, we are still waiting for you. Thank you so much for showing us your work. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, so while Bolaji is trying to set up, I don't know, maybe one or two people have something to say. How is this session going? Is it making you to think? Is it making you to adjust? So I would like to hear from you, Bolaji, please. If Bolaji is not if our device is not letting us
I
see
think
her.
somebody can just go on. Like it's not working here. My battery is kind of low, so I'm working on like a very low battery, so it will not
Oh,
work.
okay. That's why it's not working. Okay, so
Yeah.
who else can show us theirs? Maybe you can just, I don't know, but I really want, okay. I don't know, but I want
I think
somebody
I
to
could.
actually show us.
Yeah. I don't have anything to
Okay,
show, but I could say something in regards to
say
the
something.
vision. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. So now, for example, let me start with things that are not that personal. So for example, now by the end of 2026, yeah, for LinkedIn, looking at a minimum of 10,000 followers by the end of 2026.
Okay, sorry.
And
Okay. So I'll be cutting you short. Can you hear me?
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. So how many do you have right now? So it's just for other people to learn.
Yeah,
So
I'm
it's
with you.
just for other people to learn. So that's why I'll be cutting you short, and then we would now review, we would look at the things that you can possibly do. Because currently I have over 113K followers, almost 115, right? And I started like, let's say 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's because of something. So these are the things I'll be sharing with you. So, and that's because you are sharing your goal. Other people might also have that goal. And we are going to be looking at the steps that you need to take that would help you achieve the goal. So that's the major reason why I'm even asking you to share your things, your vision board. So it's not even to look at how beautiful it is, how technical it is, or what have you. You understand? So as you are sharing, we will now look at the steps that you need to take, which is the most important thing. So it's not even about all these things that we are doing, the images that we are attaching, but what are the things that we need to do to really achieve it at the end of the day? Okay, so where are you currently?
Yes, I'm currently at 1.5 and 1,500 followers.
Okay.
Today.
So you are heading to
I said by 2026, a minimum of 10,000 followers.
With a minimum
ending.
of 10K. Okay. Which means with a minimum of 10K, which means every month you must have at least 1K.
Yes.
And January is gone already, right?
No, it's not.
Okay. Oh, all right. It's almost gone. So we have like 11 months and a week more to go.
Yeah.
Very good. So which means you have a lot of work to do. It's not easy. Okay. Yeah, it's easy. For me, I think so I will just be very frank.
I want to just chip in something. So I kind of like do a minimum of 100 followers a week. So
a week, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's fine. That's very fine. Yeah, that's fine. And if you are consistent, and if you keep giving value, and if you keep giving stories that resonate with people, if you are valuable, if your posts are valuable, people will follow you. And that was what helped me. So me, personally, sometimes, although it's not consistent, there are some times that in a month I have over 5K in a month, which means every week I have like on an average 700 or 1K in a week. And that's because of the value I dish out. And that's because I give people things that resonate with them. And the reason I'm currently at where I am right now is because I looked at what people need. That was the major reason why I started. I had something in my head. I had a problem I needed to solve. I knew that people were out there. They want to become data analysts, data scientists, all these things. They want to become data professionals. And there are lots of courses out there. There are lots of things out there now. What should they do? Where should they go to? Which platform should they learn? There are lots of paid and free platforms. And many people don't have access to, they don't have funds, right? And then what I did then was to give them free platforms, free links that they can use to learn data analytics. And that's because of the problem I thought people had at that time. And I have been very consistent by God's grace. And I've been posting every day, just like you said, you post 5 times. And please, I'm not saying you should post five every day. For those that are here right now that also want to increase their visibility, so far you are consistent. If it is 2 times or 3 times in a week you want to be posting, don't just post because you want to post. Don't just post because I must post every day. Then you post. Then things that you're not even supposed to post, you're posting it. Post things that would resonate with people. Post things that people really want, that solves people's problem. If you don't solve people's problem, they will not follow. They will not even engage. So these are the secrets that will help you to achieve your goal. Please, can you move to the next one? Or do you have steps that you need to take so that other people will also learn? Please, I'm telling you steps that you need to take as well, personally, that you also can learn from my own success. And for those that are also here that want to increase their visibilities, please, you've also heard the things I itemized. So please, David, you can go on.
Yeah, so I kind of like started 100 days ago with the whole LinkedIn thing from like 0 to scratch, but that's aside. So the next thing has to do with relationship.
Okay.
So I would say I've been single for decades. So kind of like that's why I'm saying there's some personal things on that board that I cannot snap or share. So maybe more of maybe shift into that space a little bit. Or maybe just maybe you can advise on how to achieve that as well though. So
well, you've not told us what you want to achieve. Maybe you want to start a relationship.
No. It has to like obviously lead to marriage definitely, because someone is not getting your guide by that day. So
Yeah.
that's
So
just
I'm
it. That's
not,
the main goal.
yeah, that's fine. I'm not a relationship expert, but I feel that what you should do is to be more intentional this year if you want to um, do what that thing that you said, maybe leading to marriage and what have you. Yeah. So you have to be very intentional. The person that you want, yeah. If you're a Christian, I believe that your desire will to marry the will of God, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a
So which
Christian.
means, yeah, exactly. And your desire is to marry the will of God. You need to pray that God should direct you to the person that God's will, basically, right? So that you will not go and marry somebody that will destroy your future. So I'm just frank right now. So that's just it. So you don't just choose somebody because I'm not a relationship expert, but what I know is what I'm going to share with you. So just pray to God that God should direct you, order your steps, so that you will not choose somebody um, that would take you out of God's will. And that's what I will do. And then be intentional about it. And when God shows you, when God directs you, you also have to take action. You don't let them assume. Tell them what they want. And that has worked for so many people. You tell them, don't just be talking to them and that's all. Tell them what you really want. If that is, you want it, if of course, if they're your friends now. So you tell them that, okay, this is what I want. If they are interested, of course, they will tell you. If they are not interested, then you move to, then you continue praying. So I think that's what I don't really want to go deep into it. But what I know is for you to pray for God's direction to guide you, to guide your path so that you won't make a mistake. Yeah. So the next one, please.
Thank you very much for that. That would help definitely. So the next one is social impact. By the
Okay.
end of 2026, I
Okay.
launched a personal brand and I'm looking at least helping a minimum of 80 professionals have the same
Okay.
confidence I currently have because I know how I was years ago. So a minimum of 80 professionals. So I also volunteered. For example, now I work with rather yes, I work with Data Living. Like I volunteered to be part of this community and help it go further. Also volunteered with one more NGO like that. So social impact make for my personal brand help at least 80. Then for what Data Living is trying to achieve and what the other NGO is trying to achieve, then that's their own part of it. So their own vision is what I'm supporting. That's just it.
So I love that you added numbers to it. You said you want to help like 80 professionals, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it is you have number, which is very, very, very good, and to help you to actually go back to be able to manage your expectations. Now that you can measure it, maybe by the end of June, you have like 60 or you have like 20 professionals that you've impacted
So
already.
20
means,
each quarter.
Okay, 20. Thank you so much. You even divided it into quarters, which is very fantastic. So which means you have like 20 this in the first quarter, right? By March 2026, you should have impacted like 20 people. You can even exceed it so that you would reach, because there are some quarters that may not really work, which means you don't really have to stick to that 20. If you can go beyond that, of course, you can go beyond that. So I love the fact that you gave numbers, which should help you to be more, which will guide you more better. So please, can we move to the next one?
You will go through my vision, but I think I'll stop there and open the floor to someone else.
Fine. That's fine. So thank you so much, David, for
You're
sharing this
welcome.
because
Yeah.
I sincerely appreciate your
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Thank you. So who else wants to share theirs? Do we have any other person before? Okay. So because of time, I don't think there is anyone raising their hand right now. So because of time, the thing is, vision board is very, very powerful. And you've seen what David had already itemized. And the good thing about it is that he gave numbers, even broke it into it is time bound. Even said, okay, every quarter you would get like 20, it would impact like 20 professionals and all those things. And this is just the beginning. So it's more than just having images and creating all these things. It's just the beginning. And the real magic happens when you pair your vision with intentional action. You have to act on it. You are not just learning. You have to act, you have to practice, you have to take action. Taking action stretches you. It helps you to see. So that's why it is very, very important for you to take action. You don't need to transform your entire night overnight. You need to take one meaningful step forward. So, like he said, he talked about LinkedIn, growing his LinkedIn presence or his followers on LinkedIn. He put a number there as well. He said 10K. Now, that is one goal, right? Ask yourself, what is one small actionable step I can take in the next week? What step can I take today? Don't even shift it to next week. Oh, what step can I take this night? What step can I take tomorrow? What step can I take on Monday that would help me to achieve it? You don't have to achieve everything by March 2026. Just take it one step at a time. Choose one goal, act on it, write out some steps, write it down and commit to it. Set a calendar, I don't know, so this is what will help you to achieve all these things. If you don't take action, then it's going to be useless. So like I said, the first step is for you to create a vision board, and we've already done that. But the real transformation will begin when you combine your vision with concrete action. I said earlier that you don't need to do everything at once. Just take a small step, but be consistent with it. When I started posting on LinkedIn, there were times, I don't know, I was just so passionate about it anyways. I did not want to break the consistency. You know, there are some persons that when they break a consistency, when they break it, it is difficult for them to stand again, to continue it. And if that happens to you during this period, if that happens to you in 2026, don't beat yourself up. When you are consistent and you feel tired, allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to take a break. When I started posting, there were times that I was like, hey, I've not posted today. Let me quickly post. That's because I didn't want to break the consistency. But then there were times I was like, Esther, just calm down. Esther, just take a short break. You can continue. And when you take that short break, please stand up again and continue. Some persons will take a break and that will be the end of it. So I want you also, as you're planning, just allocate some time for break. Know that, yes, I'm going to, maybe by March, let me just take 1 week. No, let me just take 2 days break off and then continue after that break so that you will not break down. And breaks are very, very important as well as also setting your goals. So like I said, be consistent. For those that want to get a job, continue putting yourself out there, be consistent with it. For those that want to develop themselves personally and professionally, you also have to be very consistent about it. You don't have to spend 10 hours a day reading because you want to know this thing. It's not compulsory you spend 10 hours reading. You can do like 30 minutes. For those that want to read their Bibles, for those that want to walk, I don't know, whatever thing you plan to do, it's not compulsory for you to use hours. When you do all these things, you know yourself. There are some persons that can spend 10 hours reading, working, and it will not do them anything. Just know yourself. So I'm not giving you like, this is what you must do. No. Understand yourself first. I'm a kind of person, I don't read, I can't spend days reading, or I can only spend 30 minutes reading and I'll be consistent. That is fine if that is what you can do. So it's not compulsory for you to be copying others, doing what others are doing. Just know yourself, take consistent steps, because these steps are really powerful. These strategies are really, really powerful, and are going to help you to achieve your goals at the end of the day. So I want you to look at the completed board, and I want you to pick an image or a goal that truly excites you, and you've done that already. Ask yourself once again, what steps can you take? What exactly can you do that would help you to move closer to that dream? Write those steps down and commit to it. Commit to making that happen. And this is how your dreams will become a reality. If not, you will keep dreaming. You will keep having visions. You will keep having wishes without really implementing them. And so as we wrap up tonight, remember that you are the author of your 2026 story. Your vision is valid. If you say you're going to get $100,000 by the end of this year, it is valid. But what will make you different from somebody that did not even say they want to get $100,000 by the end of this year is action. So we must take action. So your vision is valid. Your dreams truly matters. The path ahead will not always be straight, and that is perfectly okay. You know, I told you, you will have obstacles. You will have challenges. You will be depressed. There are sometimes that you'll be like, this thing that I'm doing, I'm tired. You'll be depressed, and that is fine. There will be twists and turns. But staying connected to your deeper purpose, to your why, will guide you. Everything you are doing must have a reason. If you are just saying you want to post on LinkedIn without having a reason, I told you I had my own why. That's because I wanted to help beginners. I did not want them to feel overwhelmed. I wanted to give them resources that would help them. And that is what is still driving me till today. If you don't have a why, see, let me tell you, I did not think of making money from this thing I'm doing on LinkedIn. That was not my major reason. My reason was to help people. If the goal was to make money, I would have stopped a long time ago. But because of my reason, of course, your reason can be to make money. So far, you don't stop when you don't make money. If you say, yes, this thing I'm doing, I want to really make money, then you must continue until you make money. Not because you have not made money, you now stop doing it. No, if you understand your why, the reason why you are doing something, let that reason guide you. Let it drive you to making it. Even when there are obstacles and all those things, be kind to yourself through it, or I told you. And the thing is, you've done amazing tonight. And let me tell you the truth, you deserve the life that you are envisioning. Everything you're written down, you deserve that life. And I want you to take the steps that you need to take. So thank you so much, everyone. I don't know if you have questions. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me and for being part of this part of this session that we have tonight. I'm very, very excited to see everything that you want to achieve, that you've written down to achieve. Like I said, your visions are very valid, and I encourage you to place them somewhere that you would see every day. If it is on your desk, place it there. Maybe you will have to even print it. Do you know there are some persons, they used a digital tool to create their stuff, and they printed it and pasted it on their wallpaper, on their wall. You can even do it. That's because you're really passionate about what you say you want to do. So let it be a source of inspiration to you. Let it be a reminder of what you're working towards. And remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. Be kind to yourself. Celebrate your process. Don't be afraid to dream big. I'm very excited for everything that 2026 asks for you. Most importantly, as you have written all these things down, take action one step at a time. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much. And I leave you to this. You can read it while I'm entertaining some questions. I can see that David has raised his hand. Yeah, so please, you can tell me, you can ask your questions.
Would I say in your
David, please.
experience? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Yeah, so I was going to ask that. Would I say in your experience? I think that's the best way to put it.
Okay.
So in your experience, what would you say is like the blocker that majorly do make people achieve those things they put on their vision board?
Okay, so what's sorry, that does not make people to achieve their visions, right?
Yes, like
the
yes.
first thing, and I'm going to emphasize on this, is comparing yourself with people. If you try to compare yourself with people, maybe you go online today, yesterday somebody said, I'm excited to share that I have 70k followers. The next day, I'm excited to, that same person, I'm excited to share that I have 75k followers. The next 2 days, I'm excited to share that I have 80k followers. Another, you're not like, bro, what am I doing? Is it I'm not doing anything? What exactly? It's not bad to compare, but when you now start making their achievements to now weigh you down, well, that's one of the things that will now discourage people. Another thing, maybe tomorrow you see that I made $10,000 today. Another time, and you know that on LinkedIn, some people can lie. Hey, many people lie on this. So don't allow what you see there on social media to affect you. That's one of the things that don't make people to achieve their goals. One of the things. So they try to compare themselves with people. They see the achievements and they look at themselves, and they know them. You know yourself. You know that you can't overdo. You know that you have to take it one step at a time. Then do your thing. No need of looking at others and then be discouraged. Another thing is not taking action. So people will write all the whole dreams, all the whole goals in this life, but they are not taking action. That's one of the things that will not. If you don't take action, then you will, of course, you won't make it now. You won't achieve that goal. So take actions. If you don't take actions, of course, you will not agree. You will not achieve those things. And then when you compare yourself with other people, you won't achieve. You won't really. You will get discouraged. You can even get overwhelmed and then stop eventually. So those are the key things that will prevent people from it. There are a lot of things, but those are the major things. You need to be very consistent as well. And don't allow breaks to stop you from continuing. It is okay to take a break. When you are overwhelmed as well, that thing can also stop people from achieving what they want. So when you are overwhelmed, it is normal. It is okay to become overwhelmed, and it is very okay to take a break. When you don't take a break, you will break down. Okay, I think I've given some rema right now. So when you don't take a break, you break down. So it is very important that as you are doing all these things as well, take a break, allow yourself to breathe. When I also started, I took breaks. And do you know that those times I took break, I thought I was not serious. And I've been doing a lot of things. I've been progressing. I've been consistent. But just one day, just 2 days that I took break, I was like, I'm not serious. Esther, you have to do this. No. Taking breaks is normal. So please allow yourself to take breaks as well. So these are the various things. I think I mentioned 3 key things. Not taking breaks, comparing yourself with people, and I can't remember the third one, but I know I mentioned 3 things here. So do you have any questions?
Yeah, one more.
Okay. Last one from you.
Yeah.
Okay, David.
Since people are still shy to talk, but me, I've said in 2026, people are still shy to talk. Me, I've said in 2026, I'll take advantage of whatever opportunity I get. So
yeah, it's fine.
The question is, what if you achieve majority of your goals in Q1? Like you just buy for it. So would you say you would just paint the whole vision board or you add to it, extend it, multiply, like that?
Okay, I love that question. And do you remember when you said that you were going to have like 80 professionals? You were going to impact 80 professionals, and in the first quarter you're going to get 20. Do you remember what I said? I was like, if you were able to achieve that thing, that does not mean you will just stop. You can still continue. That does not make you to stop doing what you intend to do. Of course, you know you've already written everything down. You've broken everything down, how you intend to achieve all those things. Yes, that's very fine. But by the first quarter, you've achieved almost everything. Please keep flying. Unless you now want to relax a bit and continue. No, you can still keep doing everything you need to do to achieve that goal at the end of the day. Because like I said, in the second quarter or in the third quarter, there might be something, a challenge that would not make you to achieve what you're supposed to achieve in that quarter. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which means finishing or achieving your Q1 quarter does not or should not prevent you from still dreaming of still taking actions or doing everything that you need to do. Was I able to answer your question?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
I just wanted to hear you speak. So.
All right. So someone else raised their hand. Please, you can unmute yourself and ask your question. I think we've spent more than 2 hours. Okay, please.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can hear me
clearly.
Okay, great. Okay. So I don't have a question. I just want to make a comment. I just want to thank you for this amazing session. In fact, when it was advertised that you were coming on board, I was so excited because I stumbled on your newsletter on LinkedIn on one occasion. And when I read it, I was so, I was impressed. It was very, well written, and immediately I followed you. So I'm just so happy that our paths have crossed again. And you sound so passionate and wonderful in person. So I'm really, really delighted that I'm on this call. So I wanted to find out if, you are still, do you mentor people? Because I'm really interested. So that's just what I wanted to say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, EDK, for your kind words. I sincerely appreciate it. Before I answer your question, David, are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Did you hear what she said right now? She said she read my newsletter, and that attracted her. That made her to even follow me.
I've been following you for a while, like a long time.
No. I'm just trying to explain, right? To know why people would follow you as you are increasing your visibility. Do you understand? As you are also trying to increase your visibility and all those things. That's because she saw value in what I posted, and that's because what I posted resonated with her. So for everyone that wants to grow on LinkedIn, everyone that wants to increase their visibility, you have to be valuable. You have to give people what they want, what will help them in their productivity, in their career, whatever thing that they want to do. So thank you so much, EGK, for your beautiful comments and for your feedback.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, thank you. So for the mentorship part, please reach out to me via email. I'm going to be sharing my email address in the chat, the comments, so you can reach out to me. Yeah, so do we have any other person that has a question? You're welcome, EGK. Do we have any other person?
Good evening.
Yeah, okay. Oyiza, the lady that reached, I don't know if you're a lady or a man, you reached out to me.
I'm a lady.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm
okay.
a lady.
Wait, are you the one talking right now?
Yes, I'm the one talking.
Oh, interesting, Oyiza. All right. Thank you. Yeah, you can talk.
You're welcome. Okay, so this is just to say thank you. I know we'll still say thank you, but this is to openly say thank you very much for the session. Even when we envisioned we want something practical, we also kept thinking, how would we have a virtual event that would be practical? Would we have someone who would be able to carry people along and lead them through building their own vision boards? And you did so well to that. You did justice to it. I appreciate you so much. I was not able to share my vision board and contribute when we were talking because I was in the middle of something and I was doing it halfway, like it was part, but I'm definitely going to finish it up this night, tidy everything up this night because I've gotten a lot of value from the session today. And I also hope that everyone in attendance here would also, especially those who were not able to participate while the session was going on. The session is recorded and we'll be posting the link to the recording by tomorrow. But I also hope that we'll be able to tidy up our vision boards so that at the end of the year, when we sit together as a community to ask ourselves, okay, how was our 2025? We would have things to look at and say, oh, I wanted to do this in 2025 and I was able to do this. I wanted to do this and I wasn't able to really get it, and this is why. We'll be able to objectively look at our vision boards, look at where we're headed, what we failed to do, and how to improve better. So please, I'm encouraging everyone, as many of us who were not able to participate, maybe because of low batteries, light issues, or you just were not prepared to do the hands-on this night. Please, let's try to watch the video and the recording and then try to put that in place before January ends. January is ending on Saturday next week. So before the end of January, so that we can all face the year heads on and then we'll be celebrating each other's wins. Thank you again, Esther. And thank you to everyone for staying, even though we exceeded our time frame. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Oiza, for your kind words. She had already spoken fantastically. I encourage everyone, please, if you've not, just like what she said, if you've not created your own vision board, please create it. After creating it, you can even download it, paste it on your wardrobe. Be looking at it every day. If you've not achieved one, tell yourself, Esther, I need to achieve this thing. Esther, you said you were going to do this thing, you must do it. And that will drive you, that will make you to achieve all those things. Please take action. Don't take action, right? Don't be hard on yourself. A small step today, another step tomorrow, another step not tomorrow. Just be consistent. And I believe that 2026 will be very beautiful, and you'll be glad by December 2026. You'll be very, very, very glad that you achieved this, that you attended this program, and you were able to achieve everything that you set your heart to achieve. Once again, thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And thank you, Data Living Community, for inviting me for tonight's session. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone that even joined. You guys participated, you engaged, and it made it more lively. So thank you, everyone, also for participating. Thank you.
Thank you, Esther. Please share your email. Thank you.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay, I'm going to share my email right now.
Your LinkedIn handle. LinkedIn.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. And with that, I think we've come to the end of tonight's event. So feel free to leave. And if you want to reach out to Esther, please feel free to leave a message for her. I think she's posted her email and LinkedIn address as well. So feel free to reach out to any of those.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night, everyone. Thanks for staying on the call. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hope to see you again next time in our next event.